There's a lot of confusion among people and misinformation surrounding face masks. Can you discuss that?
The masks are important for someone who's infected to prevent them from infecting someone else. Now, when you see people and look at the films in China and South Korea, whatever, everybody's wearing a mask. Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with masks.
A timeline within a timeline. Now, let's look carefully at this cover. Okay? So we've got a picture of a pig. First of all these events are leading up to something. Okay? So it's a timeline. This is the announcement of the swine flu. Now, the next thing is a volcano. Now, remember that on the 2019 cover, there was a volcano on the cover. So it's obvious there's going to be a massive volcanic eruption. And that's going to be the second event. So after the announcement of the outbreak of the swine flu, there's going to be a massive volcanic eruption.
In today's Weather Minds, that Philippines volcano, you've probably been seeing some of these pictures light up your social media. Just some incredible images, and they've raised the alert level for this island. They've evacuated thousands of people, but look at that lightning. Yeah, you maybe didn't know this, but you get a lot of lightning in some of these volcanic eruptions for the same reason we get lightning in a thunderstorm. Whenever you have particles bumping into each other, rubbing off each other, lightning is basically static electricity. So as long as you have stuff moving at high speeds, bouncing off each other, you can separate those charges between negative and positive, and you get some amazing lightning shows.
Then we're going to hear stories or reports about how the Arctic is getting a lot hotter.
This is Verkhoyansk, a Siberian town located above the Arctic Circle. It's known as the Pole of Cold.
These days, the temperature is up to 38 degrees Celsius. Every day, our family comes here to swim in our beloved river.
It was here last Saturday. Residents say they recorded the hottest temperature ever for the Arctic.
The World Meteorological Organization is seeking to verify reports of a new temperature record north of the Arctic Circle. This is a reported 38 degrees Celsius.
Climate non-profit Berkeley Earth calculated that temperatures across Russia have averaged 8 degrees higher than normal this year. That's the largest anomaly ever seen in a country's average.
A story about some kind of asteroid or meteor hitting the Earth or flying past the Earth. We're going to hear that in the news. Okay, now all these things are going to happen whilst the lockdown is going on. This is the lockdown. You can see the father, mother, just sitting there nice and relaxed. However, there's a difference. Okay? This shows a transition. You see, before they were wearing masks. Now they're wearing gas masks. So there's a transition. They're no longer wearing just normal masks. Now they're wearing gas masks.
Everyone should carry his gas mask, just as the civil defense services do. They're under strict orders and always carry them. How many of you carry your gas masks? Yet civilians are just as much in danger of a gas attack as the services, and they should take the same precautions. You should have your gas mask with you always. Your mask is of the greatest importance to you, so have it tested regularly by the warden. Learn to put it on quickly, too. It can be adjusted in a matter of seconds. If you wear spectacles, take them off first. If you're wearing a hat, take it off calmly but quickly. Always hold your breath so that you don't take gas into your lungs. Take your gas mask by the side straps, push your chin forward into it, pull the straps over the head as far as possible, and run your fingers along the rubber part. Learn also to wear it for 20 minutes at a time. There's no need to be worried by the possibility of a gas attack, provided you're ready when it happens. But keep your gas mask handy. Attacks from the air are swift. So be quick in getting your masks and putting them on, but keep cool, and you'll be safe. Your gas mask will adequately protect you against any gas that attacks the face and lungs. If you're out in the street when the warning rattle goes, put on your gas mask and get under cover. Wherever you go, have your gas mask with you always.
So this is telling you that whilst the lockdowns are still on, an event is going to take place that'll cause a change from wearing just normal face masks to gas masks. So if we continue, there's obviously going to be an incident with birds. Perhaps we're going to hear that some birds are dying en masse. We're going to hear about and see a proliferation of pestilences, so more diseases, just like we had the swine flu. We're going to hear about more viruses or just more diseases.
Well, it was this post that was published on social media that got people talking. It was published by Chinese state media, the Global Times. They said that there was a suspected case of the bubonic plague confirmed in China's Inner Mongolian Autonomous Region. That was back on Sunday, urging residents in that region to adhere to the guidelines. Since then, that case has been confirmed, and there has been a wave of articles published about this topic all across international media.
This morning, hospitals in Wuhan under-resourced and overwhelmed. People anxious about the mysterious virus that has triggered extraordinary measures across China to contain it. Hospitals appealing for supplies. State media reporting volunteers offering to help. With the number of infected people on the rise and no real end in sight.
And then after that is when this event will take place. That's a nuclear explosion. The same thing that they have been projecting for ages.
Breaking right now at 4, U.S. forces dropped the largest non-nuclear bomb in Afghanistan on an ISIS target today. That's according to the Pentagon. Matt Austin joins us now. And Matt, this is also known as a different nickname.
That's right, Lisa. The nickname, the mother of all bombs, and it is well-deserved. Pentagon spokesperson says this is the first ever combat use of the bomb, known as the GBU-43. It contains 11 tons of explosives. The Pentagon says the bomb was dropped on a cave complex believed to be used by ISIS fighters. The complex is very close to the Pakistan border. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer commented on the bombing during his daily briefing this afternoon.
We targeted a system of tunnels and caves that ISIS fighters used to move around freely.
Spicer says the bomb was dropped around 7 p.m. local time last night. So in 2003, a test of the Moab was conducted off the coast of the Florida Panhandle. It was dropped from a combat aircraft, and as you can see from this video right here, it does a lot of damage.
See that? So we are in the middle, we're in the middle of this card and this card. Okay? So between those two cards, this is another mini timeline.
Population growth, and the question is, one of our most pressing issues is population growth. How do you expect this to be addressed?
Problem is that the population is growing the fastest where people are less able to deal with it. So it's in the very poorest places that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. And so their ability to feed, educate, provide jobs, stability, protect the environment in those locations mean they're faced with an almost impossible problem.